Nitya, shall we start?
Yes, sir, we can start, I think. So, hi, good evening, all. Are you able to hear me? Hello? Yeah, okay. Okay, myself, Nitya Jose, working as a project coordinator with ICT Academy. I hope you all know me. I'm the one who is spamming your inbox by sending a lot of reminders. So, what we have planned today is we want to give you an introduction about our full stack development course. So, for that, first of all, I would like to congratulations all on clearing the entrance test because that was the very first step towards our course. So, and thank you for joining the session and taking time to join the session. And I just want to know that how was your entrance exam? Was it tough, moderate, or was it easy? You can directly put it in the chat. Your experience about our entrance exam. Okay, Gautam says moderate, tough. Okay, then moderate. Okay, I think the majority goes for moderate. Okay, yeah, got it. Okay, yeah, that's it. Then today we will give you an orientation about the full stack development course. So if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to drop in the chat box. We will take the queries at the end of the session. We have a dedicated session towards the end for purely for the query handling. So in between, you can directly listen to the trainers who is speaking right now. And so without further delay, let me introduce our ICT team who were presented here. And first of all, I would like to welcome Sri Kumar sir, who is heading the retail department. Actually, I'm a person coming from retail department and Sri Kumar sir is heading our retail department. Along with me, I have a Nitish, Kartika and Aishwarya here. They are also working as a project coordinators. And retail head is Sri Kumar and we have Riji Endas here who is heading the knowledge office. The knowledge office means in your college you have teachers, you have professors there. In ICTK, we refer the trainers as knowledge officers, and Riji Endas is heading the knowledge office. Along with Riji, we have Nida. Nida is going to take the full stack orientation course, and Nida will brief you about the course contents and other details like the schedule, the timings, and all other details. So before moving to that, you have to know about you have to know about the ICT Academy, what's the initiative and the background of ICT Academy. So for that, I would like to introduce and welcome Sri Kumar sir on board. Yeah, welcome sir.
Thank you, Nitya. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you for the warm welcome and setting the contest and introducing all our team members. Hi, everyone. Good evening to all. First, I'm recording my sincere thanks to all the participants for joining the session on time. Today, we are joining here for the student orientation of the ABCD program. So, ABCD, you people may actually hear the term actually before actually joining the program. It is a government project. Actually designing based on actually developing a blockchain competency inside Kerala. As a part of that, first full stack development technology may be a primary thing to upskill the peoples in the blockchain technology. That's why actually the full stack development is a primary training program which is offered by the government of Kerala, partnered with the ICT Academy. So as introduced by Nitya, I'm Sri Kumar. I'm also a member of ICT Academy team. I'm taking this opportunity once more time. Congratulate, already our team is passing the congratulations to you. I also actually taking this opportunity to congratulate all the participants for successfully clearing the admission cum scholarship test. Because that is the first hurdle for the candidate who actually taking up this program, as it is a government sponsored program. It having its own actually privilege to give it to the students community who are willing to take up the program with the scholarship form as well as the admission form. So I will take a couple of minutes as mentioned by Nitya to giving a brief introduction about ICT Academy. ICT Academy of Kerala is a social enterprise created in public-private partnership model. It is called as a PPP model. Maybe it is a new term for you people. Most of you very familiar with the government organization private organization or public sector organization. The PPP is a very new set of organization for most of the people. Simply, it is actually a combination of government and public and corporates. So all the three important entities coming together and actually starting a company to serve the people on a specific needs. Actually, that is the basic agenda of the PPP model. So ICT Academy is created under a PPP model to actually skilling the youths in Kerala. That is our primary mandate. So we are a not-for-profit organization. We are a Section 25 company. Actually, we are a registered company under the Government Act. So we are supported by Government of India, partnered with Government of Kerala, and the leading IT companies like TCS, USD Global, IBS, Quest Global. People may saw a lot of actually the names, the bottom of the slide, wondering actually why such a people's also actually included in this intro part, because they are actually not actually an industrial governing body of ICT Academy. So under their guidance only, we are doing all the delivery and other things. So they are all our partners. Then we actually focusing on a couple of areas. Actually, our mandate is very wide. The main focusing on mainly on three areas. One is I already mentioned, it is a skilling. Purely skilling is our main mandate. So creating a talent pool inside the Kerala is our main mandate. It is both inside the campus, outside the campus. So we are working on both the modes. We are actually doing the skilling part inside the campuses also before they are actually passing out. The second thing actually we are doing the skilling part on outside the campuses. That is not only the skilling, it is upskilling and reskilling also. Actually a combination on outside campuses, and also we are actually vehicle to take a lot of skilling initiative of Government of Kerala. So this is also one of the such a skilling initiative, because it is up to 100% sponsored training program up to based on the students performance in the entrance examination. So students who performed extremely well are eligible to get a 100% scholarship. The entire the course fees is sponsored by government, and we actually doing the service behalf of Government of Kerala. So that way actually ICT Academy is working as a skilling vehicle for Government of Kerala. Then you see actually there is a lot of knowledge partners mentioned. This actually for the companies which I mentioned is actually a governing body partners. This is a knowledge partners in the sense, the IT technology is a huge technology. We couldn't be able to expertise in all the technology. So what we are doing is actually we will tie up with the world leaders and try to actually take their support to transfer the knowledges. So that way Oracle Academy, Infosys, Salesforce, Automation Anywhere University, UiPath, all actually our knowledge partners. They are actually supporting us on sharing their resources as well as their knowledges. Companies like Infosys, Suntex, Peridian, ENY, they are also actually supporting us on a lot of industrial case studies and other industrial collaborated actually the training program. So they are actually extending their support. We have actually huge list with us. We are not actually listed all the partners here. So these are some of the partners. But actually we are working with most of the IT and ITS companies inside and outside Kerala. So the entire the ICT Academy, as I mentioned, is a public-private partnership model. The governing structure is actually having a chairman. Under the chairman, there is a board of directors is there. Under the board of directors, a CEO is there. Then actually all the team members actually working under the board. Actually, that is the structure of the public-private partnership model. Our chairman is Dr. Tommy Thomas. Most of you people may have Tony. Maybe he is the instrumental person to bringing the NASCOM R&D division in Kerala. Actually, it started actually a couple of years back. It actually provided nearly 500 employments on the youths of Kerala. So he is the person who is very keen on bringing that initiative to Kerala, because in India there is always all the states are actually fighting to bring the world leaders to their states actually. So Kerala also always trying to bringing such a people's or such a establishment inside the Kerala to providing the employment opportunity for the Keralites. So that way Tommy is actually helping us a lot and to actually bringing that R&D division in Trandam. He is now working as a Chief Digital Information Officer in Signify. So under his guidance, all our members are working. As I mentioned, it is the governing body is a combination of government and corporates. From the government side, the principal secretary of IT department, Kerala government, is always a board member. Now, actually, Vishwanath Singh IAS is our board member. He is representing from government of Kerala. Then we have Mr. B.K. Matthew, founder and executive chairman of IBS Software Limited. People who are belongs to Kerala know very well. He is one of the IT lead in Kerala. Actually, the company started in Kerala and actually globally having a very good presence. Alexander Varghese is also a very familiar personality in Kerala as well as in the IT world. He's a chief administrative officer on UST Global. People who having a chance to actually passing through the Karakutam bypass and maybe witness a wonderful campus. It is actually functioning for last 2-3 years. This belongs to UST Global. So he is actually a chief administrative officer of UST. He is also one of our board members. So Dinesh Thambi is a vice president and delivery head of TCS. He is also actually working as our board member. We are also having some two more eminent personalities also in our board. One is Mr. Ganapati Venugopal. He is the CEO of actually Venture Capital Investments, and he's the company name is Accenture Ventures. Mr. Narayan is a vice president and center head of Quest Global. He is also our governing body members. So this governing body and chairman is directing ICT Academy on their the goals and actually their social responsibilities. Based on their guidance, we are actually working for last 7 years. Actually, we started in 2014. For 2014 onwards, actually, we are actually creating a social impact on skilling of youth of Kerala under their guidance. As I mentioned, most of the time the governing body members may not be available on the day-to-day activities, but our CEO, Mr. Santosh Group, is a captain for our team, who actually guiding us on our day-to-day activities on all aspects of the delivery and other things. So far, actually, as I mentioned, we are actually existing for more than 7 years. We actually trained more than 30,000 students community and more than 15,000 faculty community on various capacity building. Our engagement is still continuing. This actually the virtual the training program, completely virtual training program, we started a couple of years back. Actually, the pandemic pushing everybody to go to virtual. It has also pushed us also to go to virtual. But we actually doing it very successfully. If you take especially on this virtual or online training, I hope actually for the full stack development as of now, for the last 2 years, we trained more than 1,000 people in the full stack development technology alone in the online mode, actually successfully completed, and we given a very good placement support also to all the participants. So we have very unique actually delivery mechanism that actually our technical experts, Nida will actually explain. She is waiting to take you through the course delivery and other orientation things. Welcome, Nida. Over to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I hope I am audible. Can anyone please respond?
Yes, you are well audible.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you. So myself, Nita. Technically, I am the knowledge officer from ICT Academy of Kerala. Today, you all distinct to spend some time with us, mainly on the topic that is called as the full stack development, basically on the technology stack that is called as the mean stack. Okay. So before moving on to the section, I just want to congratulate each and every one of you in this session, because Nitya already congratulate you all that you already passed the examination and already attend the entrance examination, and you all decided to start the course that is called as a full stack development course from our side. So basically, congratulations from our end. So I'm starting the session and starting the presentation. So I'm just switching off my camera because I just want to ensure that the network doesn't hinder our presentation. Okay. Yes. So you all are on board to our course that is called as the Certified Specialist in Full Stack Development course. Welcome to Information and Technology. Yes, IT, it is the future. We all know that there is no doubt in this because we all survived in the last pandemic year because only of the IT industry. Am I right? That is, we continued our studies, continued our business, even though we even consulted doctor only through online. Yes. So future of IT brings with the unprecedented opportunities of business that are well prepared. Yes, the world is changing very fast, and so the opportunities are also very high in our IT industry. So let us look into some facts. Here, there is a fact of LinkedIn. So before dwelling into the course, I just want to ensure you all are here. I just want to get a chat response before dwelling actually into the course. Can I get a hi in the chat box? Everyone, each and everyone, the 120 participation. Yes, hi. Yes, hi. Yes, I got so many highs here. Do you know the one real thing that we trainers and teachers are facing, the major issue that we are facing these years, that is these pandemic years? The basic thing is that when in the offline session, you all are in front of our eye point. But today, the only thing we need to interact is only this chat box. So make use of the chat box and make the session interactive, and don't make the session as a cliche time killer. Okay, are you ready? I hope you all are ready. Can I get you ready? Yes. Yes. Okay. So let us move on to the presentation in detail. So based upon the survey report of the LinkedIn that LinkedIn proposed in the last year, the fastest growing jobs in the world. They make a survey about the fastest growing job, that is the IT jobs in the world. And they make a survey and listed that the top skills that we need to, achieve to survive in the IT industry is the Node.js, JavaScript, Python, and CSS and Java. These may be the top skills. Okay, from this itself, we can make it clear that the best career that we can opt to mark a space or seat in IT industry to become a full stack developer. Okay, so before moving on to the details of full stack development and also stuff, we can start from the scratch. That is the web development. We all know that full stack development is the entire development process of the website or a web applications, all that stuff. So we can start from the scratch. That is from the web development. When we heard about the term that is the web development, we already heard two words that is called as the front end and back end. Am I right? We already heard about front end and back end. Yes. What is front end and what is back end? Any response from your end? What is front end and what is back end? Yes. Front end and back end are the two, yes, user interface page. Exactly. So front end and back end are the two most popular terms used in web development. Am I right? Yes. These terms are very crucial for web development, but are quite different from each other. We are often used it simultaneously, that is front end and back end, but they are almost very much, they have no much similarities. They are very much different. Each side needs to communicate and operate effectively with the other as a single unit to improve the website functionality. That is the front end and back end. So let us see what is front end and what is back end. What is front end? The part of a website that the user interacts with directly is termed as the front end. The part of the website that the user interacts directly is called as the front end. It is also referred to as the client side of the application. if you are a computer science graduate or something, we already heard about client server architectures and all those stuffs. So it is called as the client side of the application. Then what is a backend? We already says that user interact directly to the front end. Then what is the backend? Backend is the server side of the website. It stores and arranges data and also make sure everything on the client side of the website works fine. It is a part of the website that we cannot see. We can see the backend and we can interact with it. It is the portion of the software that does not come in direct contact with the user. But front end have direct contact with the user, but the backend doesn't come in direct contact with the user. That is, the parts and characteristics developed by the backend designers are indirectly accessed by the user through the front-end application. The backend applications we are using the backend application only through the front-end steps. So the activities like writing APIs, creating libraries, and all those steps included in the backend. Is it clear? So when we are seeing a website, all the measures working and all the logic and all the activities are performed in the backend, but we are seeing only the front-end stuffs. We are interacting only with the front-end stuff because that is the user interface. Okay. Yes. So we are moving on to the web application. What are the different web application you guys already know? We know about various web application. I'm pretty sure we are using so many web applications and we are well clear about so many web applications. Yes, these may be the popular web applications you already familiarized. What is web application? That is, the web applications include online forms, shopping carts, that is the word processor or spreadsheet or video photo editing apps like this, Picasso and so many apps, or email programs such as Gmail, Yahoo, something. These all are popular web application that we are using day-to-day life. That is for Google Maps and all those steps we are using day-to-day life. Am I right? Yes. So what are the different types of web application? What are the different types of web application? We are using so many web applications. These all are the various web applications we already use. That is, the Facebook is a social networking site, and a Gmail, it is an email platform. And for Google Maps, because of we are using so many web applications. Then what are the different types of web application? We have static web application and dynamic web application. Exactly. I got so many responses from you guys and I am so happy. Yes, static web applications and dynamic web application. And also we have e-commerce, portal type of web applications and so many stuffs. Okay. And I have a question here. That is, what is the difference between a website and a web application? We are creating websites and we are creating web applications. What is the difference between a website and a web application? Yes, Wikipedia and Amazon. What is the exact difference? That is, web application is designed for interaction with user end. Am I right? Web application is designed for interaction with user end. But websites basically contain static data. Yes, you got the point. Website basically contains the static data. More clearly, we can say that user can read and manipulate data in web application. User can read and manipulate data in web application. But in the website, they can only read the data. They can't manipulate the data. Yes, I got so many right answers in the comment box. Yes. Okay. So I think you all got an great idea about what is front end, what is back end, what is web application, what is the difference between web application and a website, etc. So can we differentiate between the front end and back end? What is a front end? Yes, front end says how things looks. Am I right? That is, we already knows that it includes everything that users experience directly. Yes, that is the text color, style, content, images, graphs, or anything else. And we oftenly use HTML, CSS, Java, etc. to create the front end. That is, HTML, CSS, Java are mainly used to create front end developments. Okay, then moving on to the back end. We already state that backend includes all the logic and data, and it paves that how things work. That is the brain. That is, it shows that is how things work. And we are coding it using Ruby, Python, PHP, Java, etc. These are the front-end programming languages that we are basically using. So we already states about web application development and what is the difference between front end and back end, etc. Then we are slowly moving on to the full stack development. Okay. For that full stack development stages, we have so many technologies for coding the front end, back end, and all those steps. We have HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Angular, React, VB, jQuery, Ruby, PHP, Python, Bootstrap, Scala, Node.js. So many technologies are included in the web stack, full stack development web applications. Okay, so these are the technologies here to develop web pages. So how to choose the right technologies for web application development? Yes, this is the exact question here. How to choose the right technologies for web application development? Yes. Here we are moving on to our exact area. Yes. Here it is the most popular FST variants. That is the most popular full stack development technology stack variants. Okay. Here you can see here 3 types of stack, that is mean, MERN, and MERN stack. Here it is mean, MERN, and MERN stack. Okay, what is mean stack? Mean stack is nothing but what all technologies are included in it. That is mean, MEAN. It consists of MongoDB, Express, Angular, and Node. Okay, MongoDB, Express, Angular, and Node. It is the mean stack. Then moving on to the MERN stack. What is MERN stack? It is MongoDB, Express, React, and Node. Okay, that is MERN stack. Then moving on to MERN stack, what it is MongoDB, Express, Vue.js, and Node. Okay, that is called as MERN stack. These are the popular FST variants. That is mean stack, MERN stack, and MERN stack. From this figure itself, I think it is pretty clear that if you have already studied any of this technology stack, that is, if you are gonna to study the MERN stack, it is pretty much easy to switch into the mean stack or MERN stack. Okay, if you're going to study the mean stack, it is also very much easy to adapt the next technology that is called the MERN stack and mean stack. That is the most important and most beauty of the FST variants here. Okay, then we are here in the mean stack. So in our course that is called as a Certified Specialist in Full Stack Development course, we are offering the technology stack that is called as the mean stack. So let us see what all the different types of technologies that is included in the mean stack. So as I already mentioned, in the client side, we are using the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And in the technology stack that is called the mean stack, here M is for the database section that is called as the MongoDB. And here we have the Express, and here we have the Angularjs that is called as a front-end framework. Express is a back-end framework, back-end web framework. And here we have the Node.js, that is the back-end runtime environment. Okay, these are the entire technology stuff we are going to study in our course. So let us see in a little bit detailed way. Yes, I already mentioned that this is the client-side technologies. That is HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Angular. What is HTML? I think you all may have some idea about HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Am I right? HTML is a hypertext markup language. That is, it is the combination of hypertext and markup language. Okay, then let me know what is hypertext and what is markup. What is hypertext and what is markup? We all know that HTML is hypertext markup language. Then what is hypertext and what is markup? Hypertext is nothing but it is the link between the web pages. It is the link between the web pages. Exactly, Sankita. It is the link between the web pages. Then what is markup? Stiram PSC question. Yes, exactly. Then what is markup? Markup is the text documentation within the tag which defines the structure of the web pages. The text document within the tag which defines the structure of the web pages. Yes, that is in the HTML. We all know that it is in the format of tag-like structures, and it is the documents that we are given in between the tags. That is called as the markup. So HTML is the combination of hypertext and markup. Okay, then moving on to the CSS. Next is the CSS. What is CSS? CSS is nothing but the cascading style sheets. Yes, Anantha Krishnan is here with the answer. That is the cascading style sheets. Yes, officially we all use the name as CSS. We oftenly called it as CSS. Okay, but CSS is simply design language intended to simplify the process of making web pages presentable. That is, we are creating the web pages using HTML and we use CSS to make it presentable. That is, the CSS allows us to apply styles to our web pages. As per the name, that is cascading style sheets, CSS is used to apply styles to our web pages. Okay, then we are slowly moving on to our next session that is called as the JavaScript. What is JavaScript? I think just now I will answer your query at the last of the session. Okay, so JavaScript is a famous scripting language. I think JavaScript is a famous scripting language used to create, that is, I think we can use the JavaScript to create some magic on the site to make the site interactive for the user. That is, it is used to enhancing the functionality of a website. We are oftenly use JavaScript to enhancing the functionality of a website. That is, for example, if we are gonna to create, if you are gonna to build a house, okay, we are gonna to build a house, then the use of HTML is that HTML is the building block of that house. HTML is the building block of that house. Then what is the use of CSS? CSS, after building all those sculpture and all those stuffs, we need to give some painting and make it more attractive. Yes, putty. Yes, exactly. The paint. That stuff is the CSS. Yes, design the web page. Exactly. So then moving on to JS, what is the use of JS? Yes, we are giving some behavior to our home. That is, here it is the bedroom, here it is the waiting room and all those stuffs. That is, we are giving some functionality and we are giving some behavior as exactly some switches, furnitures and all those stuffs. Yes, that is the JavaScript. Okay, so that is the NTS stuffs. Then also in the client side, we are giving the Angularjs. Angularjs is nothing but it is a front-end framework. It is a front-end framework. It is a JavaScript open source front-end framework. Angularjs is in JavaScript open source front-end framework that is mainly used to develop single-page web application. I think you already heard about SPAs, that is called as the single-page web application. So we are mainly using Angular to create this types of single-page web application, and it is continuously growing and expanding framework. This provides better ways for developing the web applications. It is very expanding nowadays, and it is very popular. That is, the Angularjs is very much popular nowadays. And the most important thing is that it just changes the static HTML to dynamic HTML. And the beauty is that it is an open source and we can use it freely. Okay, so these are the stuff that we are using in the client side. That is the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and a front-end framework called Angular. Okay, I think I can move into the next session that is called as the JavaScript session. So before moving on to the server side, I think I need to give an introduction to the JavaScript, because here we are studying the programming language that is called as the JavaScript. We are learning only one programming language here, that is the JavaScript. Programming scripting language that is called as the JavaScript, because JavaScript we can use in the client side as well as the server side. So by learning only the JavaScript, you can code both the client side and the server side. Okay. Yes. So here it is the technologies in the server side. That is the Node Express. Yes, Node is nothing but Node is an open source and cross-platform runtime environment for executing our JavaScript code that I already mentioned, that we are using the JavaScript to code in the client side as well as the server side. So we need a cross-platform environment, that is a runtime environment for executing our JavaScript code outside a browser. Okay, here Node.js is not a framework or not a programming language. There may be some people may have confusion that is Node a programming language. No, Node is not a programming language. We used it for building backend services like APIs, like web apps, or like mobile applications and all those stuff. Here we are also using an Express also in the server side area. And I already mentioned we are using the JavaScript programming language in the server side area for coding purposes. Node has very importance nowadays because it is used in the productions by large companies such as PayPal, Uber, Netflix, etc. These are using Node. So Node has a very importance in the server side areas nowadays. Then moving on to the database areas. Here we are introducing the database that is called as the MongoDB. I just want to know how many of you heard about the database that is MongoDB? Have you heard about the database that is MongoDB? Yes. Yes, NoSQL. Exactly. Yes. Somewhere first time. Yes. Okay. So it is okay. So MongoDB. The most popular NoSQL DB is the MongoDB. It is an open source document-oriented database. The term NoSQL, I already stated that it is a NoSQL DB. What is called as the NoSQL? NoSQL means non-relational. Am I right? NoSQL means non-relational. That is, it means that MongoDB isn't based on any table-like or relational database structure. I think you all heard about the SQL structure. It is all based upon, yes, exactly, no use of tables. That is, in our SQL, we all use it on the table basis. That is in SQL. But in MongoDB, it is a NoSQL database. There is no use of table-like structures. It provides an altogether different mechanisms for storage and retrieval of data. Just like JSON, we have some BASIN here. I think it all will taught you in the coming sessions. Okay. Yes. So that is all about the technology stuffs that we are going to study in our course that is called as the Certified Specialist and Full Stack Development course. That is, we are using the technology stack that is called as the mean stack. That is here, mean. Here, M is for MongoDB, E for Express, A for Angular, and N for Node. Here it is the mean stack. Yes. Then here arises a question, that is why we need to choose a full stack development. Yes. After studying the course or after pursuing the course and full stack development, you have a variety of options are here. That is, you can stick on to the full stack development area, and you can go with front-end development or back-end development or any area or any database administration level or any area. That is, after pursuing a course, you have different, very variety of job options are here in the full stack development area. Okay, then, so have you ever think that who is a full stack developer? Let me know that who is a full stack developer. Who is a full stack developer? A full stack web developer is a person who can develop both the client and server software. Yes, exactly. Who develops both the front end and back end. That is, develop both the client and server software. That is, in addition to mastering the HTML or CSS, if he or she is a front-end developer, he or she only knows the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript stuff, maybe. But in case of full stack developer, in addition to mastering the HTML and CSS, he or she also knows how to program a browser. That is using the JS, jQuery, Angular, etc. That is how to program a browser. And also knows how to program a server, that is using the Node, maybe Python, PHP, or anything else. Okay, and also must know how to program a DB, that is using the SQL, Mongodb, or any other database stuff. So it is pretty clear that a full stack web developer is a person who can develop both the front end and back end. So after completing the full stack development course, you have the options to stick on to the front end developer, back end developer, or full stack developer. It is up to your interest. If you are more interested in the designing area, you can go with the front end. If you're more interested in the server area, after completing the course only, then maybe you may stick on to your interest and all those stuff. Okay. Then also, the importance of FST is that I already mentioned that we have the adaptability between the different technology stack itself. Here we are going to study the stack that is called as the mean stack. After studying the mean stack, it is very much easy to convert it to the other technology stacks like MERN and MERN stack. Because there is only difference that in addition to Angular, we are using the React or Vue.js. So it is very much adaptable to convert it into different technologies in the full stack development itself. That is also very much important. That is, after completing the course, we have different job option, and from that from the job option itself, we have the option to choose different technologies itself. That is also very much advantage in the IT industry. Yes. These are the different job opportunities that is listed nowadays for mean stack developer and for Angularjs developer and for HTML developer, front-end developers, and all those stuffs. I think it is pretty much clear that the full stack development is a very booming area nowadays. So let us see what are the scopes. Yes. The most important thing in this course is that we are studying only the programming language. Here it is the JavaScript. So it is very much easy that we need to concentrate only in one language, that is called as the JavaScript. For any other, if you are concentrating any other Python or PHP or any stuff, you need to study as Python or PHP in the server side for coding. And that is, you need to study some other programming language. But in this course, you need to concentrate only in one programming language, that is called as the JavaScript. Because JavaScript we can use in client side as well as server side. So we are using the Node here for coding in the server side area of JavaScript. Here it is a listing of the importance of the JavaScript. Here you can see here that is a comparing programming language capabilities. Here we are comparing the different languages such as JavaScript, C#, Java, Ruby, and Python. From this itself, you can see here that JavaScript is the only language that we are using in both the front end and back end. There is none other languages here that is we are using in both the front end and back end. JavaScript is only language we can use both the front end and back end. So it gives the importance of the programming language that is called as the JavaScript. And it is very easy to learn, and we can use it for creating desktop application, mobile applications, and all those stuff. That is the comparison of the programming language capabilities. And from this, it is pretty clear that what's the importance of JavaScript. Yes, and in our course, we are scheduled the JavaScript course in 3 levels. That is the basic, intermediate, and advanced level. Based upon that, we will complete the entire JavaScript session to you. Okay. Yes. Here it is a paper cuttings of the importance of JavaScript and the importance of our course that is called as the full stack. Here, the demands for full stack engineers, it's up. We all know that there is no need of such a paper cutting. We all know that the importance of full stack engineers is booming nowadays. So these all are the paper cuttings about the importance of JavaScript and our course that is called as the full stack engineer. Yes, powerful, Anna. Okay. Then moving on to the course detail. I hope you will get a simple understanding about the course and what are the technologies that we are using and what is a simple understanding about the website, web applications and all those stuff. Okay. After that, I'm just moving on to our course details. That is our Certified Specialist in Full Stack Development ABCD program course. Yes, our course is designed for a duration of hour on a total of 440 hours. Yes, on a total of 440 hours. It is divided into different sections. I will explain you. That is the first one, that is instructor-led and self-paced. What is instructor-led and what is self-paced, I will explain you in the coming slides. So on the total of instructor-led and self-paced, it is around 175 hours. And for the project, you need to dedicate around 100 hours. And for the industry internship, that is a virtual internship provided by the TCS ION, it is 125 hours. And for the add-on course modules, we will provide you some add-on course modules. For that, it is around 40 hours. And on the total, the entire course is for 440 hours. Yes. So the most important part, how is the course delivery? So we are pretty clear about the course and the importance of course and all those stuff. So we need to concentrate about the delivery part of our course. So let us move into that. We are delivering the course on a blended learning approach. That is, it is a combination of face-to-face and e-learning. That is, the course must consist of a live hours, that is a face-to-face interaction between the trainers and the students, and also some e-learning spaces. That is the self-learning. That is, we will provide you some contents and you need to watch and practice the same. That is an e-learning stuff is there. So we are delivering the course on an approach that is called as the blended learning approach. So I will explain you the real-time engagement of our course. That is the Pearl model of our course. Here it is. In the Pearl engagement model, we are dividing the entire section into 3 different sections. That is the entry, active learning and skilling, and exit level. Entry level, active learning and skilling, and exit level. This is a very important slide from our end. So I think please be concentrated in this slide. After that, I will explain you all. I will reply to all your queries. Okay. So this is the Pearl model of our course delivery. So in the entry section, we have 2 different sections inside the entry module. That is the first one, that is the scholarship examination, and second one, it is the orientation. So you all completed the scholarship examination, and here we are in the second section, that is the orientation section. So we are almost completed the first section, that is called as the entry section. Then after the entry section, we are just moving on to the next section, that is called as the active learning and skilling. That is, after commencing the course, you guys are just moving on to the second section, that is called as the active learning and skilling. Here I will explain you how we are going to deliver the course. Okay. We have an LMS system that is called as a learning management system named as Pathshala. Okay, we have an LMS system named as Pathshala, and we will enroll all of you to the Pathshala. Okay, we will enroll all of you to the Pathshala account, and we will upload recorded content of the course to this LMS account. Okay, on a weekly basis based upon your schedule. After commencing the course, we will provide you the schedule from the initial point itself. Based upon the schedule, we will upload the content in the LMS, that is the Learning Management System Pathshala. And you guys need to enroll into the LMS system and need to watch the content and to practice the same. That is the first section. That is called as the self-paced learning. We will upload the recorded content and you guys need to watch and practice the same. That is the first section. Next one that is called as, we have a collaborative peer learning platform called LARC. We have a collaborative peer learning platform called LARC. LARC is nothing but a collaborative platform like WhatsApp and WhatsApp like thing. Okay, so you guys need to install it in your mobile or system or anything else. You can easily access it through the web itself. Okay, so you guys need to, most convenient is that you need to install it in your system and as well as in your mobile. It is just a collaborative peer learning platform. And in that, we will create a group for you. And inside that group, you all will be there and your trainers will be there. And while learning the content, if you, or while watching the recorded session and practicing the same, if you have any doubt in between, you can just post a query in the LARC channel. Okay, your trainers will be there in 24/7 and your peers will also be there. Okay, and if you have a query, you can just post a query in the LARC channel. And if the peers have the answer for that query, you can just answer that. So it is called as a peer learning platform. If it is not answered, it will be answered by the trainer. So you can use this collaborative peer learning platform, LARC. Okay. Then the next section is that the instructor-led learning or live Q&A. So after watching the content, recorded content and practicing the same, you may have some doubts and you need some clarification from the trainer end itself. And you need to attend the live Q&A session. Okay, and it is mandatory. You need to attend the live Q&A session. It is maybe arranged or scheduled on a weekly basis. It is an instructor-led learning. That is, trainer will be there and you can ask your queries after watching the recorded contents and trainer will definitely answerable for your queries. And also there may be some breakout room activities will be there. The trainer will arrange you to some breakout room and will give you some challenges. You need to complete that challenges and come back and you will get so many ideas from your peers itself. So that is called as the instructor-led learning. That is a face-to-face. It is a live session. And after that, we have some self-learning and assignment and project will be there. We have some self-learning and assignments and projects will be there. And for every courses, there will be some assignments and project. Likewise, we need to provide you some assignments and project and some case studies and stuff. You need to complete the assignments and project and submit it on time. Okay. And also we will provide you some self-learning stuff also. That is called as some LinkedIn learning. I think you may heard about the LinkedIn learning. Yes, we will provide you the access for the LinkedIn learning and you can watch and practice the courses. Okay, we will just give you some guidance to what all the different courses you need to watch and you can watch the same, and otherwise you can just scroll down in the LinkedIn and you can watch and practice any courses in the LinkedIn learning and we will provide you the access and credentials for the LinkedIn learning. Okay, that is an add-on stuff we are providing into the in our courses. And after that, we have our industry interaction. Other than the live Q&A from our trainers, we are providing you the industry interactions also. Okay, there may be some expert sessions from the industry experts. That is, other than the live Q&A, you have some expert sessions will be there. There may be some experts from the industry itself, and they will provide you the current trends and current applications of the web and their experience. And also they will share you all those stuffs of the current industry standards and levels. Okay, that will be an add-on advantage for you after commencing the course and just move into the industry. That is the industry interaction. And also after the final part of the active learning and skilling, we will provide you an industry immersion that is called as the virtual internship that is provided by the TCS ION. After commencing the course, we will lead you to the industry immersion that is called as the virtual internship. You can complete the virtual internship by the TCS ION. These all are the section inside the active learning and skilling. That is, we will upload the content in the as in the form of recorded content in the Pathshala. I think it is very much useful for you. That is, you can watch and practice the same based on your time convenience. Because it is in the form of recorded content, you can watch and practice according to your time convenience, and you will get around 1 week of time to watch and practice it same. And if you have any doubt in between, you need not wait until the next Q&A session or until the next live session. You can just post your queries in the peer learning platform in the Lark. In the Lark, you will get the solution from your peers or from your trainer itself. And if you need any other clarification or anything, here we have our live Q&A. In the live Q&A, it is mandatory that you guys need to attend the live Q&A. And on the live Q&A itself, trainer will teach you the stuff. And also you can just ask your doubts and queries. And they will give a clear clarification in the live session. And we have a session that is called assignment and project. You guys need to complete the assignment, projects and case study stuff. Other than this, we will provide you a self-learning stuff that is called as the LinkedIn learning. And also we will provide you some industry interactions that is called as the expert session other than the live session from our trainer end. Okay. And after this, the final product is the final section. It is the virtual internship. You guys are just directed into the internship that is provided by the TCS ION. This is the main block. Okay. Then moving on to the exit session. In the exit section, you must have a final certification exam. You must have a final certification exam, and you need to focus on your formative assessment. That is, I already mentioned that you guys need to submit the assignment and project, and you need to attend the live Q&A session. On the live Q&A session, we will take care of your attendance and all those stuff. And you need to submit all your submissions on that time. Based on that, we will take you some, we will calculate some assessment that is called as the formative assessment. And based upon that formative assessment and the final exit exam, your certification will be there. That is the Pearl engagement model of our full stack development course. I hope it is pretty much clear about the course delivery from our end. Oh, thank you. Yes. So here it is the learning path for our course. That is, at first, after commencing the course, at first, we will provide you some pre-learning content. Pre-learning content is nothing but before moving on to our course, that is the FSD ABCD course, we will provide you some pre-learning content to just watch and practice the same. Just kickstart your logic mind. It is nothing but just to kickstart your logic mind before starting our course. That is the pre-learning content. So after we uploading the pre-learning, watch and make some there may be some activities will be there. You need to complete that activities and all those stuff. And after that, we have the self-paced learning. I already mentioned that we will upload the content. That is the course content in the Pathshala. Okay, that is the self-paced learning. And after the self-paced learning, you will have the Q&A and peer learning. That is live Q&A and peer learning is our Lark platform. Then after that, you have the expert talks and case study discussions. You have the expert talks from industry experts and you have the case study discussions from the same. And the fifth point is that assignment, assessment and project. You need to submit your assignment, case studies, assessment and project on time. Yes. Then the sixth point is that the virtual internship and add-on program. As I already mentioned, after completing the program, you have some virtual internship from TCS Ion, and we are already we are giving you some add-on programs. I will explain you in the coming slide what are the add-on programs we are giving you. Okay, then the final session that is called as the exit test and certification. This is the simple learning path of our course. Yes. In addition to that, we will provide you some boot camps also. Boot camp is nothing but a camping session, especially for coding. That is for our training. That is for the coding stuff. That is in the boot camp. It may be a continuous hour section. And on that session, you can attend and the trainer will be there. They will give you some case studies and some topics other than the learning stuff in our course module. They will give you some kickstart and you need to come up with your ideas, and you can code with your peers and submit the solution. And it will be a very interactive session that is called as the bootcamp. It is also an add-on advantage that we are given in this course that is called as the bootcamp. In the bootcamp, you will get some enlightenment about the ideas between your peers and some important enlightenment from the trainers and all those. That is called as the bootcamp. Yes. So I already mentioned that we will provide you, other than the course content, we will provide you some self-learning that is called as the LinkedIn learning. After commencing the course, we will provide you the credentials for the LinkedIn learning, and you will get access to the LinkedIn learning itself. Okay, so you can move into the LinkedIn learning course and watch and practice your course stuffs from the LinkedIn learning. And after that, you guys have a virtual internship. It is from the TCS Ion. And also, we have an add-on course. We will provide you an industry add-on course from Automation Anywhere University. That is an add-on course that we are provided along with this ABCD course. It is from the Automation Anywhere University. Automation Anywhere University is, I think some may already heard about that Automation Anywhere. It is nothing but it is called as the RPA tool that is called as a Automation Anywhere. RPA is the robotic process automation, and we have so many tools in RPA that is called as Automation Anywhere, UiPath, Blue Prism, and so many stuff. So here we are giving the course of the Automation Anywhere as the add-on course. I think it is also an add-on advantage for you. That is, RPA is also a booming. You will get a clear understanding about what is RPA, what is robotic process automation, and all those stuff by after completing this course. That is also an add-on advantage for you. Yes, this is a certificate you will get after the TCS Ion internship, after completing the TCS Ion internship. After completing the course, you will get the certification from our end as a course completion certificate. And after, in addition to that, you will get an internship certificate from the TCS Ion. That is called as a certificate of internship from TCS Ion. That is TCS Ion's remote internship. Okay, this is the certificate you will achieve after completing the specified hours of internship. So these all are the things that we are delivered from our end for this course. I think you all get a pretty much good idea about this course. Is it? You got it? Yes. Yes. Okay. So before starting the Q&A, I just invite Srikumar sir to continue the session about the learning process and the commencement of the days and all those stuff.
Thank you, Nida, for the detailed course walkthrough. I believe all the participants now have a very clear idea about the course delivery and other things. Considering the time concern, actually, I'm not taking too much of time. I will take only a couple of minutes to highlight some of the points which actually already discussed by Nida. Now you may familiar with actually what the full stack development program is all about in technical point of view. So the full stack development program is a common program. You can get the skilling anywhere in India or in global. Why actually ICT Academy or Government of Kerala is unique to deliver this program is some of the points I would like to share with you. So I'm not go by this slide because as I mentioned, we are actually running out of time. First thing is, as mentioned, it is a very unique delivery model. It is not only a skilling part, it having a skilling part as well as an industrial immersion part, that is a internship. So in that way, it is a dual certification program. So whenever you are doing any skilling program, you need a platform to implement all your actually learning and skills. So that actually platform also we are providing. So that way, it is a unique dual certification program. Second thing, it is a government-sponsored program. You people may aware that actually most of the time, whenever we are going for any skilling institution or skilling agencies, actually the high-end trainings like full stack development or cyber security, it is actually we need to spend a huge amount to acquire all those skills. But here actually Government of Kerala playing a major role to giving a high scholarship for the deserved students. That way it is a very unique program. You will not find any such a program inside or outside Kerala that is totally sponsored by Government of Kerala on the ITS segments. So that is the second uniqueness. The third uniqueness is actually ICT Academy. If you people may know ICT Academy, you may actually also know this. A couple of years back, we are not very keen on actually the placement support activities because that is not our mandate. As I initially mentioned, we have a mandate behind the creation of ICT Academy that actually skilling is our mandate. Actually, we need to do a skilling the youths actually. So make them ready for the industrial needs. That is our actually primary focus. But last 2 years, our focus also added with actually the employability part. Actually, now we are working as an aggregator to providing employment on IT and ITS segment on the government initiatives. So that also one of our focusing area or one of our mandate for the last 2 years after the KKM. That also a familiar name. You may be not here means in future you may hear that Kerala Knowledge Economy Mission. So so that part actually we are also working as a aggregation agency for IT ITS segment. So that way, what actually we are doing is actually we are as we already having an engine with us. That is, skilling engine is there. Actually, the placement support engine is there. The skilling engine we will make actually the students to get ready for the industrial needs actually within the 3 to 4 months of training with the internship. The placement engine means actually, as I already mentioned, it is coming from the government side. So we are also a licensing officer for all the IT parts actually in Kerala. If you take actually Info for Technopark and US Cyberpark, we are an official license officer for all the IT parts. What it means is whenever there is any requirements comes, it will actually channel through ICT Academy. Simply channel. So that in that case, actually, we can easily match the deserved people to the deserved company. So that is the only connecting thing we are doing. Actually. So already the existing ecosystem is there. Just we are actually skilling the students. Based on the skilling, we are just connecting the students to a company. So that will right company. So that will easily make the students to get a employment or actually get a career. Actually, we are not saying it's employment. Get a career in the IT and ITS students. But that's the way actually. ICT Academy and the program coming under Government of Kerala called ABCD is a very unique program. So helping you to actually getting the skill on the full stack development category. So we'll move to the last slide. I think all of the things are already explained in brief. So these are the statistics you can easily get. Actually, the highly paid jobs. Actually, so full stack development is one of the highly paid jobs. But one interesting factor I would like to add on it is not like the data science and the AML, cyber security. Most of the time, companies would like to take such a manpower for their actually portfolio. They're looking for experienced candidates. They never actually prefer a fresher on such a profiles. But actually in the case of full stack development, it is not like that. Full stack development having a career opportunity both in the fresher category as well as experience category. So I hope actually in this group actually maybe 60% of the people may not actually working in the IT industry. Remaining maybe working in the IT industry, you are looking for upskilling, or actually you are looking for a better career change in the IT industry. So that way it may help you out. Next. Either we will move to the last slide. We are actually running out of time. Which is, yeah. So this already explained. If you take actually the company wise, nearly 90 plus, exactly 91 companies are actually approached us for the past 1 year for the specific full stack development requirements. As I already mentioned, it is helping us because we officially a partner with all the IT parts through a government channel. So that way it is actually giving a lot of actually hands for us to do such a placement support. So the placement support having some criteria that, as I mentioned, it is not actually we are buying a job for you. We will actually ensure you are actually meeting the industrial expectations. So we are actually making you industrial ready. Based on that, you will actually clear the industry expectation and getting a job actually on your own. So we are actually paying a instrumental for that. So for that, if you make yourself industrial ready or actually meeting the industrial requirements, some basic actually criteria are that means you need to attend the program completely once you are paid the course fees and actually attending the exam on the last time and saying actually I need the placement support means it is not possible. As I told, we are not selling any placements here. Actually, we are actually doing a skilling based on that output of the skilling is a placement. So that is the process. For that, actually, we have some minimum expectation from the candidate. So if you are passing through the expectation, actually based on our past experience, you having 100% chances to get a better placement in any of the corporates that is actually offering based on their criteria, because we couldn't be able to influence the corporates. All the corporates having their own criteria. Take actually some companies having a criteria that actually everybody from 10th onwards you should have a 70% mark. Some companies having 60% mark. It may not applicable once you having experience, but in the case of first category, all such criteria are there. So based on this criteria, we will actually match the candidates and actually will put you in front of the company. So that is the basic and important things I would like to share with you. You don't actually feel that actually we can influence and Infosys and get you a job. Not like that. If Infosys having a criteria that 10th onwards you should have 70% means if you are not having that much marks means without experience you couldn't be able to get into the Infosys, but you can able to get into Infosys after 3-4 years of experience. That is a different scenario. So that's why we having some a minimum criteria to actually avail our placement assistance guarantee. So that's why we are saying it's a placement assistance guarantee. So you should actually adhere to all some minimum criteria. And next, we'll move to next. So this is people who are not responding to our communication and other things are actually dropped from our placement assurance guarantee. The one thing is normally the experience what we having is we will send a JD to the candidate. JD after gone through the JD, the candidate will actually confirm their availability. At the time of interview, he will not turn down. So that will actually put us in a very bad position in front of the company. So avoiding such a things. If actually a candidate practicing such a things for continuous 2 days, 2 times actually, then we will drop them on our placement support things. So these are also this is overall highlights, placement support and badges and virtual internship and LinkedIn learning. Next, yeah, these are the important dates. Actually, I saw a lot of queries related to the admission process and other things. We will actually take admission up to 11th of this month. We are planning to start the courses from 14th onwards. So you have the live sessions on Mondays. So that also I got a lot of queries regarding the timing. So it is considering the working person, the timing is kept on evening hours. It is 6 to 8 p.m. So you having weekly one live session. It is a 2-hour duration. It is happening on every Monday. In between, you having self-learning content that is actually available for you on the weekly basis. But we are also connected with you on 24/7 through actually our collaboration tools. These are the important. So as she mentioned, the pre-learning will start from 10th onwards. The pre-learning is nothing but for the freshers, we will giving you actually some basic coding skills. For the experienced people, actually it's a refreshing material. That's all. So that way we are starting the pre-learning from 10th March onwards. The admission process will get over on 11th. From 14th March onwards, the program will start. Yeah, we'll move to Q&A. Any queries? Other than that, I'll check the chat. So regarding the installment fee and registration link, you will get a communication from our team by today or most probably today itself. So the mail having all the details, please check your inbox. If it is not in the inbox, please check your spam folder or promo folder also. We will ensure that communication will reach you by tonight or tomorrow morning. So it having all the details of the first installment fee as well as the registration guidelines, document submission, and all the details are there. As I mentioned, it's a government project, so document submission also an important process. The final year students also attend because at the time of completing this program, you are a graduate, so usually you can avail all our placement support activities. Regarding the timing, it is 6 to 8 only. 6:30 to 8:30, we couldn't able to move a lot of other constraints. So you need to adapt from 6 to 8. But most of the flow is like that. Actually, the Q&A and the other things are there in the first half an hour session. But all the live sessions will be recorded and that will be available for your future reference in our Padasala. But as I mentioned, live sessions are mandatory to actually avail other future supports in the placement and other things. But all the live sessions will be recorded and it will be available for you for the future reference. You can actually watch it in multiple times. This month, the training is from Monday onwards. I think 14th March is Monday. Yes, right. Yeah, 14th March is Monday. So the training is on Monday onward. 10th, what we mentioned is a pre-learning is starting from 10th onwards. 11th is a last date for completing the registration process. So 10th onwards, you can access our learning management system called Padasala. You complete your pre-learning things. So your first live session will happen from 14th onwards. So after 14th only, you will get the course content. So before that, what is available is only the pre-learning content. Scholarship as of now, we are giving to the candidates who's actually scoring more than 60%, irrespective of other criteria. So that communication also you'll get it. If you have any other clarification, you also directly connect with our team. They will happy to address it. Nitya shared her mail ID. Just note it down the mail ID. You can always connect her through a mail. Also, we have actually the cloud numbers also. You can call us at any time. Any of our team members will respond it. The months program, it is a 6 months program. Total duration is 6 months. So at the beginning of the program itself, you get a detailed schedule that when the program is going to start, when the program is going to end, with the detailed topics and other things. So you having a very clear idea before starting the program. Second thing is first 4 months we are focusing on the delivery part. The 5th month is purely on the project phase. The 6 months is an internship phase. I hope some people also raised a query about the internship. Internship is an option. It is not mandatory, but anyone can take it. Working professionals also can take the internship. There is no restrictions on that part, but it is optional. If somebody is feeling actually I'm working with a company, I don't need internship, I just need the course allowance. It is option, you can skip the internship, but internship is default available for all as part of this program. Anybody can do. There is no restriction on software testing and other things because this program starting from a scratch actually. So you can easily do it as you have any industrial experience. Whenever at the time of actually going for a placement, that industrial experience will help you to get a better placement. It's not a domain experience. Industrial experience is totally different from a domain experience, but always the companies consider if person is working in the IT industry, he may actually know the better idea about the project handling and project delivery and project release and other things. So that way you always having advantage. We are also getting a lot of requirements from the companies, people having experienced candidate also. That way also we can actually guide you or channel you on that path.
Hi, sir. Actually, we are running out of time, and
Yes,
the
yes,
session
yes.
is also going to begin.
Okay,
So, can
okay.
we take queries offline?
Yes, yes. If you have any other queries, you just mail us or call us. We will address it. As we have another session at 8 o'clock, so we are actually winding up the call now. Yes. Yes, Nitya, please proceed.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Nida, and thank you all for joining. You can directly send a mail to me. I will take all your queries and will answer as soon as possible. Thank you all. We'll see you in the next live session.